Welcome all. Typically, whenever you get a job, you join a job. So what will happen is you get a series of payments. So Tanvi, tell me how frequently you get payments from the company?
At the end of every month.
Every month, okay. So you have thought ever that once you complete graduation or whatever course you want to do, you'll join a company, you receive payments, right?
Yes.
Okay. Month, but see, I'm written 1, 2, 3, 4. That means it's 1 month or 1 year.
I guess 1 year.
Yes. In CM1, nothing is written means that is in years. If I want to write in months, either I have to write 1 month or I have to write 1 upon 12. I have to write 1 upon 12, 2 upon 12. That's 1 month. Okay. So when you join a company, you get salary, right? You get the end of every period or start of every period, whatever 1 month or 1 year, you get at the end or at the start? End. Okay. Suppose you get 100 here. That means whatever time you spend to the company for 1 month, they will reward you at the end of this, like here. Similarly, when you work 1 month here or 1 year, according to this diagram and CT1 symbols, you get here. This is called payments in arrears. Arrears means at the end of each time period. Here, the time you will spend with the company, they will give you money here 100. Okay. Similarly, the time you will spend here for that time period, they will give you money here. So these are the payments you will get. Now, like you said already, that you have thought, I mean, when you complete your graduation or post-grad, whatever course you will do, you will join a company. Then, suppose this is time 0, and you got a job offer now, or maybe today you started working, okay, and you know that after each time period you will get money. It's not one time, several payments. There are several payments. If you want to know what is the present value now, what is the present value of all these payments? Present value means now what is that? What is that amount which is equivalent to these 4 values? In other words, if there is another company, they say, no, you join our company and this is a project for 4 years and we'll pay you once a year. Which one you will accept, this one or this one? Suppose here they say we'll pay you 350. Here they say we'll pay 100 at the end of each year. Here, this is a 4-year project and you get payment once in a year at the end of each year. And in the former case, 350 once only. Which one is preferable?
First case.
Yeah, you have to find the present value. That means you have to think, suppose this payment I will get here, then what should be its value? Or maybe I want to match with the other company or my friend's salary. She wants to join here. Suppose I opted this one. I want to know what is the value of 100 here. That means value of 100 here means, suppose you want to have it now. You borrow it from someone and you give that 100 from the company. Whenever you get, you give it to your friend. Okay. So now how much you need to borrow? Obviously, you will get some interest rate. It should be less than 100, that amount. Similarly, you borrow some amount and when you get this salary, you give that amount. So that amount also you have to decide. So present value means if you borrow some amount here and you give the salary whenever you get to them. So now what is that amount? This amount and this amount you have to compare. Suppose this is more, you should accept this one. This is more, you should accept this one. It depends. So when you have a series of payments, what is the present value? That is what you need to find. When you are finding the present value here, there we use annuity. Annuity means when you have series of payments. Okay. So what we have done till now in interest rates, you have one payment. Now we have so many payments. So if you do separately, it will take a lot of time. So a formulas. Okay. Even see, I'll show you this table later. Now you do using calculator. So we have all annuity formulas. Okay. Here 10 years, if you 10 years with interest at 4%, the present value is 8.11. It's not 10, less than 10, obviously, because now 8.11 is equivalent to A, N is 10 year, A10. A10 means present value of 10 once is 8. Okay. 30, you see, you will wonder. If you see 30 here, present value is AN, I have to see, right? Okay, no problem. Actually, okay, now we are far away. Okay, never mind. We'll not go to that now. So initially, when you do problem, then life will be very easy. You can see the table in most of the cases, because for all interest rate, they've not given. I don't want to go to that now. So remember, we have formulas. So when you find present value, use AN. You make it simple. Okay. There are two types. Here there is another type. So to join here, you have to definitely take a house on rent. Okay. So if you take a house on rent, then what will happen? You have to pay the payments starting from here. Many come to Bangalore from different cities. Okay. What they do is they take a house on rent. So you will get money here. So obviously someone will contribute, your mom or papa, they will contribute. Okay. And that amount here you have to pay in advance, because when you stay here, they will take rent from you in advance. You have to pay money here. Okay. Suppose you have to pay 20. So before joining the company, you have to decide if it's a 4-year project, 4 year you need to work here. You have to pay rent 20 and you will get 100. Okay. Other expenditure there, I'm not counting here. So when you find the present value of the rent payment, okay, what is the payment ultimately you give? This 20 will give for this period. 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 So when you leave this house, now it looks empty, it will be empty. Then again you see there will be a for rent board. Okay. There is a picture in Hindi, old picture. डरना मना है या डरना जरूरी है. I remember. Same thing repeats time and again there. Okay. So that way what will happen? For rent was there. After 4 years you are not there. Then there is a board once again. Then another person will come. Okay. He or she will leave. That way it will continue. Now here you are not paying anything. Okay. For this period, the payment is here. 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 You have no payment here. So here when you find, we use DU. Okay. You have to count 1, 2, 3, 4. That way you have to count. When I say present value, I will write A4 here. And then 20, 20, 20. These are 20, 20. So I have to write coefficient 20. That's all. This is the present value. Then there is a formula. You have to apply the formula. You have to find it. So whatever interest is given, if I is given, it's okay. Put in the formula, put I. If I2 is given and I is required, if find I, then put here. Whatever interest is required, that has nothing to do with the annuity formation. When you form an annuity, you count, just count 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. 4, A4. Then whatever amount you have to write here. Then if it's in, if the payments are made in advance, you have to write a due here. If the payments are not in advance, you have to write only A4, 100, A4 here, no due. Now, when you apply the formula, this will be 1 minus V4 divided by I, right? Because it's yearly. Suppose I will change it to monthly. Okay. Then same formula will write. The only difference is here I will be different. It's a monthly one. In I will write I12 by 12. And this V also I will change a bit. Or maybe I normally use this way. I change the interest rate totally and I say I is 1 year, one month interest rate. Okay. Then from I find V. Both are changed because there is a connection between I and V. I find V from I and put here. Then I get this one. Okay. This V and I put here, you calculate. That's all. It's simple. So it doesn't matter it's 1 month or half year or a quarter or even 2 year. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, that also we can write. So we use the same formula. Okay. And what interest rate is given, it doesn't matter. Suppose here only, in this problem only, I'm saying it's monthly now. Okay. I've written the same thing, but suppose the interest rate is given I6, I4, I3, whatever. Okay. It doesn't matter. Suppose I2 is given or I2 by 2 is given. That is what you need to decide whether convertible word is there or not. I2 is given. How the problem will change? The monthly thing will not change. Okay. The yearly thing, whatever is given, this will not change. The formula will not change. The annuity symbol will not change. The only thing you need to do is here to find I12 by 12. If directly I12 is given, you know capital I, you find capital B, put here. If I4 is not given, I2 is given, then you find from I2 I12 by 12. That's all. You find I12. You put I12 here, you get I12 by 12. Then find B from that, then put here. So remember, don't see interest rate. I always make it sure whenever I teach in a classroom or online, I never show the interest rate initially. Only seeing the problem, you try to write the symbol, annuity symbol, then interest rate will come. Okay, interest rate, whatever interest rate is given, it doesn't matter. Ultimately, what will happen is when you put the interest rate, I mean, whatever is required according to the problem, the gap, okay, the period, it will, the symbol, the interest rate will depend on the period. Okay, and this A4 or 3, A5, that will depend on the number of such periods. This has nothing to do with the interest rate at all. So even if I2 is given or I4 is given, I is given, you have to find this. And from here, you have to find I and put here. That's all. Now, suppose this is a, instead monthly, this is half yearly. Okay, 2 by 2, 3 by 2, 4 by 2. That is 2 years. So this will not change, right? The only difference is in the formula, I will write 1 plus I formula now. Due formula 1 plus I power n minus 1 by I. This is the formula. D, sorry. This is not accumulated formula. So I'll write it 1 minus V power n divided by D. I change now D because my I is now I4 by 4. So there is a